the Monday, December 12th Historic District Commission meeting to order. With that, could we please have a roll call attendance?
I'll just allow the other commissioners to sit down real quick before.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, Commissioner Drozdowski,
Here.
Commissioner Newman,
Here.
Commissioner Reed, Commissioner Saleh, Commissioner Simpson,
Here.
Commissioner Davis,
Here.
Commissioner Thornton.
Here.
Thank you. Are there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
No additions or deletions to the agenda.
Okay, with that, if everyone has had a chance to review the minutes from the November 14th, 2022 meeting, I will entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the November 14th, 2022 meeting.
Support?
Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. I do not see any correspondence or old business, is that correct?
Yep, no correspondence or old business.
Excellent, moving right along. The first one we have for new business today is 7A, that is H1722. This is for the replacing of existing windows with new windows, removing extra doors, and filling in walls for the property located at 92 West Manchester Street, Battle Creek, Michigan. I'm assuming this is for a certificate of appropriateness?
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
And with that, we will have the staff report, please.
Yep, so this is an application for 92 West Manchester Street for that replacement of the original windows on the home, along with the canceling and filling in of the two doorways that were described in the staff report. One of those doorways is visible off of Manchester Street, the other is visible off of Howland. Those doors, it appears, are intended, were likely, having spoken to one of the commissioners today, both doors appear to have been actually original when we took a look at the photo from 1940-ish. The applicant, I believe in their report or in their application, had stated that one was original, one they believed was an addition. Both do appear to be original. The one that you can see visibly off of Manchester does appear to have been altered. The columns that are supporting the roof over the top appear to definitely no longer be in their original condition. The windows that the applicant is proposing to replace, the existing dimensions of those wood single-hung windows are 30 inches in width by 68 inches in height. The applicant in speaking with the applicant, they've attempted to find those windows. Those windows in that dimension are very difficult to find. They would likely have to have them custom made. As close as they could find was 30 inches in width by 60 inches in height with a vinyl frame. Now that vinyl, they're proposing that usage for economic reasons, obviously the price of wood windows versus vinyl, and then as well for efficiency reasons. They're attempting to match the color of the existing with the proposed new windows. And again, they're trying to get as close as they can to the dimensional specifications of the originals. Staff, in looking at this resource, determined just in looking at it that the principally defining characteristics of this home appear to be that tower with that conical roof, and then that rounded porch area with the landing. Now again, one of the commissioners brought a photo today of the home in 1940. It does appear that that porch area has been pretty significantly altered in the years since that photo was taken. We don't know exactly when those alterations took place, but again, that general aesthetic that's there, I think certainly could be looked at as a defining characteristic of the resource. In staff's opinion, the applicant is attempting to take what likely has been converted at some point from a single family to a multiple family residence. They're now looking to convert it back to a single family, thus the removal of those two doorways. The applicant is attempting to use this home. The home has been vacant for, looks like at least a decade, maybe more. And again, in trying to preserve those defining characteristics of the home, staff's opinion is that this window replacement and then the removal of the doors would at least help support the overall rehabilitation of the home, thus helping to preserve those defining characteristics. With that in mind, staff recommends approval of the application, and I can try to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Travis. Is there anyone here in the public to speak on this? Seeing none, any commissioner questions or comments? If there are no questions or comments, I will entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to approve the petition for significant, I'm sorry.
Certificate of appropriateness.
There you go, thank you. Certificate of appropriateness for the 7A, which is H1722, the property at 92 West Manchester Street.
Support?
Any further discussion? We will take a roll call vote, please.
Commissioner Drozdowski,
Yes.
Commissioner Newman,
Yes.
Commissioner Simpson,
Yes.
Commissioner Davis,
Yes.
Commissioner Thornton.
Yes.
With that, the motion carries or passes. Moving on to 8, any comments by the public? Seeing none, do we have any comments from commission members and staff, starting with staff?
Only comment from staff, at last month's meeting, a number of commissioners had expressed some interest in looking at potential regulation of paint colors within the historic districts. Staff is working on that item right now. We, at this point, I don't believe we have any applications on the docket right now for January. I think we've got about a week or so left. If we have any applications, we intend to bring that that additional item to you for discussion during the month of January. If we don't, then we'll get it to you as soon as we have an application. If it stretches on, if we end up having a prolonged period here where we don't have applications, we'll likely just reach out to each of you and see if you're interested in meeting for a regular meeting, just with that discussion item on the agenda. So we do want to get that in front of you here fairly shortly. So other than that, I have no other comments.
Excellent. Any other staff comments? Commissioner comments?
I would like to welcome
We had
I think we're headed right down the same path, so go ahead.
Mr. Kurt Thornton to our commission. If we could not have picked a better, more historical person than you.
Well, thank you. I'm really glad to be back on the commission again. I just had a question. So do we have jurisdiction over colors of houses? When I was on the commission before, we did not.
So right now, the ordinance does not give
Okay.
us jurisdiction over the color of houses. What some of the commissioners have asked for is for staff to bring some information, possibly from other communities that may have that sort of regulation written into their ordinance, and just taking a look at what other communities are doing and seeing if there's anything that we can work with. So staff is just going to is looking to gather any other communities within this area that might regulate in that way. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Just to give you a little history, what spurred the discussion was the building across from Comerica Bank on Michigan Avenue that was kind of an eye-opener. It's very colorful, and we just wondered if,
Well, see, I'm colorblind, so it doesn't affect me quite so much, but, okay. We'll still go with that.
we'll help you with it.
Okay, thank you.
perfect. With that, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.